Absolutely. Massachusetts Democrats admit the president's performance at the debate didn't exactly cut it, but they say he's still the better choice. President Joe Biden walking out on stage at a rally in North Carolina after a disappointing debate performance. He acknowledged he's not as young as he used to be, but insists he's up to the job.
I don't walk as easy as I used to. I don't speak as smoothly as I used to. I don't debate as well as I used to. But I know what I do know. I know how to tell the truth.
Former President Donald Trump holding a rally in Virginia. Last night, the two facing off in a bruising debate that left Democrats questioning if President Biden should continue on as a candidate.
Crooked Joe Biden spent the entire week at Camp David resting, working, studying. He studied very hard. He studied so hard that he didn't know what the hell he was doing.
Joe Biden had a bad debate performance. It was tough to watch. I also saw Donald Trump stand up there and lie. I saw him brag about overturning Roe once again and taking away health care for women.
Massachusetts Democrats standing by the president, although they admit he had a bad night.
Both men had a bad debate performance. Joe Biden, as every American could see, was hoarse and halting. Donald Trump lied every single sentence.
Attorney General Andrea Campbell on OTR. She says the president needs to make sure voters know how critical this election is.
Do you think he's up for it?
Absolutely.
After that performance?
Absolutely. I want to be crystal clear. It was obviously not his best performance. Given the stakes in this election and what's on the table, he's going to have to step it up.
Now, Congressman Auchincloss wouldn't speculate as to whether or not the president should step aside and let someone else run. He says President Biden won the primaries, and he called conjecture not helpful. Live in the newsroom, Sharman Siketti, WCVB News Center 5.